It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got?
Congrats to all the 2020 graduates from Stony Brook.
It is my distinct honor to welcome you all and officially open the first ever departmental virtual convocation ceremony honoring the biochemistry and biology graduates in the Stony Brook University graduating class of 2020. Welcome to all of the graduates that have joined us today. Congratulations to you from all of the faculty in undergraduate biology and from the departments of biochemistry and cell biology, ecology and evolution, and the Department of Neurobiology Behavior. You did it. I would also like to welcome all the family and friends of our graduates who are here to celebrate with us today. We all know how important you have been in helping our graduates reach this moment, especially with some of the challenges of this recent semester. You should be extremely proud of your graduates and know that they appreciate your love and support. So now to our graduates. You are all certainly aware of the work you have put in to get to this day, but I would like to make sure that our guests appreciate your accomplishments. Our biology and biochemistry graduates will be receiving degrees from two of the most rigorous and respected undergraduate degree programs at Stony Brook. As alumni of Stony Brook, this group of graduates will be alumni of one of the premier public research universities in the United States and will have earned a degree that is respected worldwide. This respect is not just handed out, but is achieved through hard work. More than 600 new freshmen came to Stony Brook to major in biochemistry or biology in the fall of 2016. The students here today graduated in these majors are the ones who put in the work to make it to the finish line. They can tell you that some of their freshman friends, approximately 1/3 of those who started on this path, are not here, but opted instead for a different major. These survivors are joined by a cadre of students who came to Stony Brook as transfer students and also put in the work to cross the finish line. Indeed, the successful transfer students account for approximately 25% of our graduates. Not to brag on these graduates too much, but they are amongst the best and the brightest in Stony Brook. The life sciences faculty at Stony Brook frequently hear from colleagues in other departments that the very best students in their classes are the biochemistry and biology students. This is not a statement just made in passing, but is borne out by evidence. I would like to share some of the accomplishments of this group of graduates. We're not going to recognize individual students today, but instead we'll recognize some of the accomplishments that I will summarize today, along with our honors degree graduates and other departmental outstanding achievement awards, when we were able to get together in an in-person ceremony to celebrate the class of 2020, hopefully this December. Every year, the Chancellor's Award recognizes a select set of undergraduates who best demonstrate the integration of academic performance with other aspects of university and community life from across all of the campuses of the State University of New York system. This year, 14 Stony Brook students received this award. Five of the 14 Chancellor's Award winners at Stony Brook are graduating as biochemistry or biology majors. The Stony Brook University Provost Award is given annually to a select number of graduating seniors who have shown true academic excellence, not just in the classroom, but in other ways as well, in research, creative activities, or in building an academic community. I'm pleased to inform you that 5 of the 14 undergraduates selected to receive the Provost Award for Academic Excellence are graduating as biochemistry or biology majors. And no, these are not the same 5 that received the Chancellor's Award. Phi Beta Kappa is a national honor society devoted to the promotion of scholarly attainment in the liberal arts and sciences. Election to Phi Beta Kappa is based not only on high grades, but also on the breadth, balance, and proportion in the candidates program. 17 of this year's biochemistry and biology graduates have been elected to Phi Beta Kappa. This group of 17 actually accounts for 32% of this year's class of Stony Brook Phi Beta Kappa graduates. Degrees with distinction are conferred upon candidates for the Bachelor of Science who have completed at least 55 credits at Stony Brook and obtained the requisite grade average in the class. Distinction of summa cum laude is awarded to students with a grade point average of 3.85 or higher. The distinction of magna cum laude is awarded to students with a grade point average of 3.7 or higher, and the distinction of cum laude is awarded to students with a grade point average of 3.5 or higher. A total of 194, yes, you heard that right, 194 of our current crop of biochemistry and biology graduates are eligible for graduating with one of these degrees of distinction. Finally, 2 aspects of our convocation ceremony that we would sincerely regret not being able to celebrate in person today are recognizing those students who will be graduating with honors in biochemistry or biology, and recognizing those graduates who will receive departmental outstanding achievement awards. Graduation with honors in biochemistry or biology requires both a record of outstanding achievement as well as the completion of an honors thesis based on an independent research project. Our honors graduates are typically recognized individually and receive a framed certificate that is presented by their faculty research sponsor at our convocation ceremony. Our recognition of departmental outstanding achievement awards and our honors degree recipients are key motivations for holding an in-person graduation celebration ceremony for the class of 2020 later this year. This motivation is fueled by the bumper crop of honors students in this year's graduating class, 7 in biochemistry and 21 in biology. So, enough of all this quantitative evidence. What do our students think of their experience at Stony Brook? What have they learned? How have they grown? What are their thoughts during this time that is unlike what anyone could have imagined? I wonder.
Hey Tharima, have you heard about what's happening with graduation?
Yeah, it's all gonna be virtual.
You know what? We worked hard for this. We should still go all out.
Yeah, you're right. I'm done being depressed about this. Hey, have you heard from Rahul?
Not in a while. Maybe I should add him to the call.
Hey guys, what's up?
Not much. We were just talking about the virtual biochem graduation.
Oh yeah. It's crazy, right? I mean, we should do something unforgettable. It's our graduation after all.
Hello, fellow biologists. I'm Rahul.
Hey, fellow biochemists, Doka speaking.
Hey, fellow graduates. This is Tahrima.
So that's it, huh? We've crossed the line.
We've done it. We survived.
No more blackboards, no more echoes, no more clickers.
Congratulations and welcome to the 2020 Biology and Biochemistry Convocation.
2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. 4 years ago, when I was on my way to the airport back in Mumbai, India, I was not only in search for a better life, but I was thirsty for the freedom to carve my own path.
I was 18 when I flew here all the way from Bangladesh, away from my family for the first time. I refused to call Stony Brook my home. because I would be going back to my real home as soon as I got my degree. Now that I've gotten that degree, though, it feels like I'm leaving home all over again.
And I was 17 years old, fresh out of my extremely strict boarding school in Abuja, Nigeria. And to be honest, I was just excited that I had unlimited access to my phone, didn't have to wear uniform, and could finally grow my hair longer than an inch.
Not all lines will neatly rhyme, but will accompany your will as you climb. An original one from me. What I ask from everyone today is to allow the expression of the beauty of being a human far beyond your preoccupations in life.
They said that college would be the time of our lives. No, but seriously, they made it seem like it would be parties with friends every weekend and loads of time to do everything we loved.
But that wasn't my experience. And it probably wasn't yours either. Because on this campus, we were the scientists.
Instead, we were forced to hang out with Alex, then Lucid, and Oscar, and whoever that annoying lady on Connect was.
I know you can all relate when I say that there were weekends when we questioned why we chose this life. Why biology? Why biochemistry?
Each semester here was a roller coaster. Though searching through the grass for isopods at Life Sciences in Bio 204, or having a mini heart attack when you almost drop your lidocaine product in Orgo Lab may not have been how you envisioned college would go, that was our Stony Brook experience.
And now, it's hard to imagine that I'll never step into the SAC food court again, or sip bubble tea and jasmine again. How could my days of running late to class in Javits be over already?
And these memories became even more special here because of the friends that we made. Friends that became like second family here at Stony Brook University, from whom I learned profound lessons outside of class hours. Through them, I learned that it is easy to take criticism from someone who's a senior because of the authority. And it's also easy to take criticism from someone who's a junior in light of the grandeur of humility. But what's truly testing is the ability to take criticism from equals. Skills of such nature are endowed in the cradle of camaraderie, which become the companion of a traveler in the journey of a beautiful life.
The last 4 years, I have met people who brought food to my room when I was sick, stayed up all night to keep me company while I studied, drove me wherever I wanted to go over the weekends because the week was just so frustrating, and even cooked for me when I was sick of campus dining. They have turned a gaping new place into a home. I cannot imagine a life without all of us complaining about our overflowing midterms and assignments and still procrastinating till the last minute. How can we all exist without each other, away from Stony Brook?
And the truth of the matter is, we will. We will set out into the world and exist without each other. We will start working, apply to graduate school, return home, all with the knowledge and the humanity that this university gave us. And Stony Brook University will continue to exist and churn out brilliant graduate students like it has in the past before we were part of it. But more importantly, Stony Brook University will give the world visionaries who will be seekers rather than mere believers.
I crossed oceans to chase my dream of becoming a scientist. The kind that you see in the movies, the ones in a real lab, working with brilliant professors, making a real difference. I know most of us have been involved in research over the years and it really doesn't seem like a big deal anymore. But think about it. To my teenage self, lab work was the stuff of science fiction. And even though I was completely clueless and inexperienced, by my second year, Stony Brook had already made that dream come true.
Graduating with a biology or biochemistry degree from Stony Brook says that you are far beyond the definitions of DNA transcription or single nucleotide polymorphisms. It says that you are someone who's not only able to learn information, but apply it. This department has undoubtedly turned us into people who can study tirelessly for an exam, fail the exam, and still study for the next one with just as much vigor and determination.
I wanted to get involved, and Stony Brook gave me endless options, and that is what made my time away from home and away from everything familiar worth it. The endless opportunities to grow, to learn, and to achieve.
We learned here that failure is inevitable and we will make mistakes. And classmates, I urge you to be thankful for some of the mistakes that you made. If anything, be thankful that you made them at Stony Brook, because I have a feeling the outside world won't be nearly as forgiving.
And I have seen this firsthand. Having worked with patients in the hospital across, I have witnessed the fragility of life dangling between 2 or 3 defining decisions. Knowing well and understanding the finiteness of life will compound your experience with such intensity that you will have look back on a life that is filled with exponential joy.
Our last semester was bound to be emotional. But with the way things happened, we had no time to really process those emotions. It was our last week on campus and we didn't even know it. And we went from seeing our professors in person to seeing them through a screen.
When I read the email saying that all undergraduate research had been suspended, I felt like something was being taken away from me. Because research had went from being my dream to not just my reality, but my everyday. All thanks to this department.
When we experience life situations for what they really are, without letting our memories cloud our perception and judgment, we start seeking a solution. With the amount of heavy-duty work being undertaken by healthcare warriors today, it becomes essential for us to act in collaboration. We first need to survive before we can evolve and enhance.
We couldn't wait to be done with this place. We wished semesters would end earlier, and then we got exactly that. But there's just so much left to check off on my bucket list. We, the class of 2020, didn't get to scream at midnight in our last finals week, or chill in our last Roth Regatta, or rock out in our last Brookfest.
Hey, listen, I completely get it. We did not get to finish our senior year as we had envisioned once. But we're serving a much greater purpose here, even before we have graduated. So I'd like to encourage everyone to applaud themselves for their sacrifice, because you deserve it.
And the reason that we made it so far is because we had our families behind us. They made it possible for me to be where I am today, and no words are enough to say how fortunate I am to have them.
And I was accompanied on this evolutionary journey on this less traveled road by my incredibly supportive and affectionate family, even from thousands of miles away. To them, I am forever grateful and indebted.
And I am also grateful for my family, not only for the emotional and financial support, but especially for the lessons. Every winter break, when I would wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, my paternal grandfather would laugh as he told me an old Igbo proverb, "Mbe onye jite bu ututu ya." This loosely translates to, whenever you wake, that is your morning. Your beginning will start whenever you are ready. Life is a personal race.
Fellow graduates, there are some amongst us who know exactly what they're going to do for the next 4 years. Also, there are some amongst us who don't even know what they'll be doing the next month. Regardless, we should always focus on our self-designed paths. Given life's preciousness and fragility, don't let anyone's success intimidate you in your path.
And if you ever feel left behind, I want you to acknowledge that yes, it would have been better to start some things last year or last month even, but the next best time is now. Now can be your morning.
And Stony Brook has given us so many mornings, so many chances to start fresh from each mistake, to try new things. This place will always be special to me and to us.
Because this is where we transitioned from teenagers to adults. When I look back on the person who came for freshman orientation in 2016, she's incredibly different from the person graduating today.
Our views have broadened. We have gained so much knowledge and experience. We have learned to become self-sufficient and to fight battles that we never imagined, especially us, the quarantined class of 2020.
Now, we can only wait to see what the next chapter holds for us, the story that we began here. Within the story, the ability to realize the difference between having confidence versus having clarity with work is an invaluable asset that will speak volumes to the intensity with which we will carve our own path.
Cooperativity and collaboration are required now more than ever as we stand together amidst the pandemic.
Let us have a moment of silence for those who have been impacted by this outbreak, to those who have lost loved ones, to the most vulnerable, and to those fighting on the front lines.
In a recent COVID-19 briefing by Governor Cuomo, he quoted from the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. When the freedom they seeked most was the freedom from responsibility, they ceased to be free. I once read somewhere that responsibility was more of your individual ability to respond than a burden. Hence, it falls collectively on all of us to respond to various situations, no matter how unfamiliar they may seem, or how unfamiliar the road less traveled appears to be.
And just a reminder,
We can and we will break out from this outbreak
But we can only do so
together.
congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
So thank you to Doka, Rahul, and Tarima for your very thoughtful and inspiring words. We now turn to the part of the ceremony where we recognize our individual graduates. We will start with a presentation of the candidates for graduation in biochemistry, who will be introduced by Professor Nancy Hollingsworth from the Department of Biochemistry and Cell Biology.
Hamsa Alaham, Ashley Amundsen, Noshin Anjum, Mohammed Nazim Buyan, Caitlin Brickalt, Cameron Chino, Evan Davis, Ruben Deman, Robert Delman, Ryan D. Benedetto, Brian Dowd, Udokama Izekwe, Kirsten Fouts, Kevin Ha, Zachary Hage, Michael Horowitz, Tarima Hawk, Brianna Kelly, Arafat Sharif Khan, Karen Liang, Christopher Little, Christopher March, Ondrilla Naha, Moise Navid, Jose Nunez, Jesse Pace, Kajol Patel, Tina Reyes, Alexander Ree, Lynn Richardson, Nicholas Roig, Moika Sasazawa, Georgia Sayaz, Joni Sebastiano, Hadijatu Sek, Ravneet Singh, Jessica Vilas Boas, Teresa Witkowska, Griffin Walker, Andrew Wicks, Helena Voronetska, Yoon Yoon, Yu J. Zhao,
So thank you, Dr. Hollingsworth. Now it is time to recognize the candidates for graduation in biology. The first group of biology students will be introduced by Professor John True from the Department of Ecology and Evolution.
Maud Adessa, Sydney Antonowicz, Alon Arbel, Allison Arena, Thuba Azam, Jay Azarad, Rukia Bano, Angela Barbone, Sabrina Bari, Amy Barrentos, Lauren Bednor, Adrienne Barisha, Artan Barisha, Grace Ann Baghat, Anushka Boot, Athalia Bravo, Gabrielle Caparuso, Juliana Casella, Jasmine Chada, Shuming Chen, Fiona Chu, Thanya Chuga, Janelle Kokorpus, Sarah Cotter, Joshua Cruz, Caroline Cubels, Lauren D'Agostino, Matthew Dakel, Alyssa Dalio, Bavikan Darji, Melissa Davidi, Zachary Davidson, Rashmi Devadiga, Saviato Diallo, Sarachina Dimanche, Devin DiTrapani, Kyra Dixon, Lucy Donahue, Huzaifa Doria, Caroline Downs, Ishwan Du, Yurichi Duta, Arthur Erb, Joseph S. Escobar Avelar, Jewel Estrella, Ariella Farahmandpour, Soma Fata, Dylan Fellew, Monica Fung, David Flores, Josue Flores Acuna, Brittany Ford, Emily Fowler, Ligia Gao, Claire Garfield, Nayika Gurnier, Vishruth Girish, Madeline Gogeva, Vignesh Ganeshagaran, Island Gavench, Taha Hufiz, Sarah Halban, Allison Hall, Michelle Hoffman, Mumtahina Hossein, Phoebe Hoyler, Maya Hutchins, Francesca Ianella, Habibatu Ihila, Jarif Imam, Rushnan Islam, Makani Jean-Pierre, Weihua Jiang, Priyat Joshi, Sonia Kalani, Michaela Katz, Ricky Kaufman, Devin Keeley, Amna Khalid, Yasser Khan, Julia Kaval, Santosh Koduri, Michaela Kolahofer, Anthula Korkis, Michael Korkis, Rebecca Kranz, Martina Kram, Wenhui Kwang, Rahul Kulkarni, Dominika Kwasniak.
Thank you, Dr. True. The second group of biology students will be introduced by Professor Bill Collins from the Department of Neurobiology and Behavior.
Pooja Lambda, Gabriella Leto, Nicole Poijin Leung, Andy Lee, Michael Lee, Zakai Liu, Phoebe Ma, Melissa Madigan, Sakina Makwana, Nirali Mandalavalwala, Gracie Mazzio, Michelle Melfi, Sylvia Menkes, Kenneth Mesrol, Giovanna Milosh, Yerasimos Benitos, Aksa Mirza, Sudaja Moore, Timilola Murakinu, Ria Mundra, Ruth Murray Capelone, Uniru Murti, Ashton Muzio, Pavika Nagaridi, Sierra Negron, Nam Lin, Amy Okano, Shanti Olivaro, Suzette Omani, Josku Aselek, Celine Ozdemir, Janeth Perino, Nimi Putel, Nidhi Putel, Julia Pecora, Anna Marie Palella, Amy Perla, Andrew Prasad, Robert Peterson, Nicholas Petrini, Gabriel Polanco, Siegfried Lou T. Cadet, Jennifer Rakimov, Caitlin Ray, Janae Remy, Natalie Rivas, Andrea Ricano, Belkis Rodriguez, Ashley Romeo, Dante Rowe, Marwa Rustimi, Sana Sabir, Usman Sidullah, Sophia Saladino, Eric Shaprakater, Caroline Siekler, Afra Simab, Raul Suroy, Kunal Shah, Stacy Shaji, Winnie Shen, Trey Shimizu, Katina Singh, Andres Sosa, Danielle Spinella, Stoyan Stoyanov, Claire Circus, Nusrat Tabassum, Carmen Tan, Olivia Taubenfeld, Suzanne Tausch, Rachel Tian, Mahish Tiwari, Clara Tucker, Ashwin Upadi, Gabrielle Valliston, Isaiah Felicio, Elizabeth Varghese, Elizabeth Joan Varghese, Justin Vela, Alexandra Vujinovich, Brittany Whiteley, Katrina Wiltshire McLeod, Hyun Bella Wan, Elizabeth Wong, Monica Vishinska, Chen Yang, Jennifer Yang, Gabriella Yao, Angela Zhang. Nicole Zhao. Xiangyang Zhao. Joanne Zhu. Aksa Zuhair. Andres Zurita.
So congratulations to all our graduates. We are now close to the end of the virtual convocation for the biochemistry and biology graduates of the class of 2020. Before we close, it is important to acknowledge some of the folks that were instrumental in helping to generate our first and hopefully last ever virtual convocation ceremony. The student committee comprising biochemistry graduates Joni Sebastiano and Jessica Villas-Boas, and biology graduates Julia Caval, Alston Lee, Caitlin Ree, Ashley Romeo, Afru Samab, and Bella Wan played an important role in planning today's event. 3 members of this committee, Julia Caval, Caitlin Ree, and Jessica Villas-Boas, generated the slideshow that led off today's event. For those of you who missed it or wish to see it again, just hang on, it's coming soon. A big shout out to our 3 student speakers, Udakama Azakwe, Rahul Kulkarni, and Tarima Haq, who were able to stitch together a moving speech without ever being in the same room. And last but not least, we all owe a tremendous big thank you to Jacqueline Martin, Communications GA in the Biology Department, who helped in every single aspect of this ceremony. Great job, Jacqueline. With your support, this virtual ceremony is far beyond what we originally imagined. Finally, as we all know, this virtual convocation was created out of necessity and is not at all what our graduates were thinking about when the spring semester got underway back in January. We know that most of our graduates are very interested in returning to be able to say a proper farewell to the campus, their friends, and maybe even a faculty member or 2. We do not know exactly what the future holds, but I can assure you that the biology program is committed to doing whatever we can do to bring the quarantine class of 2020 back to Stony Brook to celebrate, hopefully this December. With that, hats off to the biochemistry and biology class of 2020. Congratulations, you did it.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
'Cause you burn with the brightest flame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you could get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name. 'Cause there's gonna be a day when you're
standing in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
'Cause you burn with the brightest flame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame.
Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion.
The walls of the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts.
Congrats to all the 2020 graduates from Stony Brook.